Morning, Saturday morning, just putzing around the house. I've been doing some things on the computer in my offices. Just gonna make coffee. Just wanting to say, hey, what's up? I just got a new phone. I was on a flip phone for about 4 months. That was quite the experience. I'll get more into that in a little bit, but first I just want to see how many more people make pour overs. Oh yeah, that's like my favorite way of making coffee. It's way better than a drip, way better than anything like that. Just give me a like if you do like making pour overs. Yeah, I guess I'll get into why I was on a flip phone for 4 months. You always see the memes, the stories, everything about how people are always on their phone, how they're not tied into their kids as much. So I thought I'd give it a break. It only cost me about 25 bucks a month during that, so I saved quite a bit of money just from using my flip phone. And I just got an iPhone now, so that's pretty exciting. Now I'm able to do lives, I'm able to Facebook message and everything. I've been turning off all my notifications because those aren't the greatest, because it seems like everybody's at you all the time. Going through quite a bit of changes. If you see my post yesterday, that's kind of where it came from. If you see me walking around and my kitchen looks kind of funny, it's because we've been doing kitchen renovations. There is actually an island right here with a sink. Sorry, everything's so shaky. Not quite used to doing this, but yeah, so there was an island here. The floor that's over there used to be all in here. There was no counter over here, so that was pretty cool. Hey Daryl, or Chad, I guess. Hey Kelly, hey Mark, nice of you guys to pop by. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good Saturday morning like me. So this is one of my home offices that I've been using, my kitchen table for my laptop. It works because I'm not by the TV, not by everything else. Yeah, so hey Melissa, nice to see you online too. This is the other office. I made a YouTube tutorial this morning, edited it there. But yeah, just wanted to make a live, kind of just say hey to everybody, give you an update on how my life is going. I've been making some changes, like doing renovations. I've been changing how I think of income, how I think of everything like that. So that's pretty exciting. I have a new income stream that I've started on. I've also been changing kind of my diet and lost about 10 pounds in the last week or not week. I'd say probably 7 pounds in the last week. That was quite a bit of water, obviously. I've switched back to keto because I found that's what's worked. And I've been intermittent fasting for probably close to a year now. I got pretty lazy with it, and yeah, so I got pretty lazy with it. Here's my coffee. It's very tasty for you. Those of you that just locked on, I love making pour overs. Favorite way. But anyways, I'm just going to put this down so it's not so shaky. But I got pretty lazy with my intermittent fasting. I kind of used it so I could... You guys, can you quiet down a little bit? Thank you. But I used it so I could eat junk food, and that's not what you're really supposed to do with it. It does make it so that you don't gain weight when you eat as much junk food, but I'm not suggesting that. So yeah, I've started intermittent fasting. I'm actually on a 48-hour fast right now because I wasn't really in ketosis, and it's a method that I've used before from the snake diet, which is prolonged fasting. And I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Thanks, Melissa, for the like. Maybe you've heard of the snake diet. If you're not into vulgarness, I want to suggest checking out his videos because he is pretty vulgar, but I can let you know kind of what it's about if you want. As well as keto, if you're looking for more information on keto, I'm able to. Dixon wants to say hi. Say hi, Dixon. No, he doesn't want to say hi. But yeah, so I can give you more information on keto. I can get you hooked up with a program if you want as well. But pretty much it's low carb, very low carb, higher fat, medium protein. That's more what it's about. I find I feel a lot more alive with it, which is really nice. I get a clearer head when I'm doing it versus like when you're eating junk food, you definitely like your brain's clouded, and it's really not good to have a clouded brain really if you can help it. But I mean, like, honestly, I will say my favorite 3 food groups are chips, pizza, and ice cream. I don't know who else likes that stuff, but those are definitely my 3 favorite food groups, which is not good. So I'm changing that. I'm going to get back to eating keto pizzas when I want to have pizzas. They're a little bit more expensive, but fathead crust is super good. Give me a like if you've ever tried fathead crust. But yeah, so a little more along with the phone. I guess I'm jumping place to place to place, but that's kind of me. That's how my brain works. I got this, just figured that I was on my iPhone too much. I'd have my Melissa chips, my downfall for sure. People say like, oh, half a bag of chips, that's so much. I can literally like down a big bag of chips in probably 10 minutes, 20 minutes if I'm hungry, which isn't good because I really like them. Hey Matt, how's it going? Let me just finish up this coffee so I can have a quick little drink. But back to the phone part, like Laura had no phone for about a month and a half, a couple years ago, and she couldn't believe how much everybody was on their phones, and I didn't really want to listen back then. Hey chat, how you doing? But over the summer I realized that yeah, we are on our phones too much. So I had this idea, let's go to a flip phone, because who's going to use a flip phone? Like, I don't sit there on my flip phone looking at everything. Hey Nick, how you doing? Clamor. So the flip phone definitely changed my view on everything. I'd sit there visiting, whether it was with my wife, I'm not trying to point fingers, whether it was with my family, any of my family, even older family, still on their phones all the time. Everywhere I go, I notice people, they're on their phones, they're it's not just my generation, it's not just the younger generation, the older generation like Gen X and the boomers. No offense if you're a boomer, but they're always like, oh, those young kids, they're always on their phone, Yeah, well, try going for coffee with somebody. Like, they pull out their phone, they look at it, oh yeah, I'm listening. But are you listening as much? Because there's so much that flies over your head when you have that phone in front of you, when you're trying to pay attention to somebody. So that's really something that we should all be mindful about, because who likes it when nobody's paying attention to you? I know when I'm trying to get a point across, when I'm trying to talk to people, I want their attention. Just like now that I've actually gone through, I've gone through a rehab, I guess you could call it. Now when I'm talking to somebody, when we're visiting, I make sure that my phone's not there. I'm actually paying attention to them. Actually looking at people's eyes, looking into their eyes is always good. So that's definitely a tip for today, is if you have the means, if you actually have the motivation, if you want to make a little bit of changes, go to a flip phone for a month. Like, you can get these things $50. You don't need data, so it's $25. But yeah, going through changes, more changes to come. I'm going to be updating everybody as it goes. Hey Kelly, over the next couple weeks, over the next month, there's going to be some big changes. Laura and I, we have some really big changes that we're going to be announcing later on in the spring. We haven't quite figured out when we are going to announce that. And no, it's not a baby. I cannot have those anymore. We're done with 2. So, yeah, just pay attention. If you like my lives, give them a like. If I even encourage you, why don't you guys start making lives? I used to hate cameras. Would you believe that? I actually hate cameras. Yeah, I hate seeing myself in cameras, but it's fine. So if you go live, I'll tune in, see what you're doing. I'll even view it after. But pay attention to changes. Changes are coming. Changes are being made. Changes are good. Changes used to be hard, but if you change what is hard, change is easy. So this is Joshua George signing out. You guys have a great Saturday. I'm still going to be releasing some of that information that I posted about on Thursday later on. So look forward to hearing from you. Hit me up with a message anytime you guys want. Like I said, if you need more information on keto, intermittent fasting, that sort of thing, I am always free to help. I love helping people. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. And till next time, God bless.